quickness.
Let's just get all of your personal beliefs on the major controversial issues of the day.
Ask away.
President, no.
Just ask.
We need to know. People need to know
the
what they're electing.
Okay, I'm a strict constitutionalist.
Okay.
Because although it's an imperfect document, it's the best thing that we're gonna have to keep our
immigration, drug legalization, marriage.
Would you legalize
abortion,
marijuana?
And these are all these are all personal beliefs.
Because that's not something that's in the Constitution for the federal government to do. What I would do is I would decriminalize it, leaving it up to each state to decide if they want to legalize it for medicinal purposes, for regulatory purposes, for both, or we keep it. Yes.
Which would you prefer?
What would I prefer? I would like a state to be able to tax it like alcohol, and be able to use it for medicinal purposes. I'm just talking straight marijuana. I'm not even talking hemp yet.
It's getting racial over there, Cotton.
Because marijuana and hemp are they're not exactly the same.
I ate it. Is it good? It's decent. It's just really explosion.
But I would appeal Roe versus Wade. I'd push every
personal views on abortion.
Personal views. Personal views shouldn't matter in politics. That's our problem.
But people are going to ask.
But that's what makes every president different.
That's fine. I'm against it.
We know how you will do it legally in politics.
I don't like.
But what are your personal beliefs?
I am against it because my religious views as a Christian.
Fucking hot, dude.
I believe
it's hot
that.
As fuck.
Sorry to interrupt.
Not that life. I mean, I don't think life it begins exactly at conception. Like as soon as sex happens, that there's a child. But I believe, as soon as there's a heartbeat, that there's a living being in there, and
lighter me.
That's not right to me to kill something like that.
It's pink.
I know.
Macintosh, your view
of what are we talking about?
Abortion.
Well,
Jesse?
just your personal beliefs, not political, on the major issues of the day: abortion, immigration, etc.
I took
drug use.
What is it? Science, ethics.
Immigration. Yeah.
That was always a sketchy subject because you always got in that argument with a woman that thought you were actually for it, and they're like, "Well, I'm just fucking. This is the side I got appointed on," and they always freaked out about it. Well, I don't entirely agree with it. Obviously, because it's kind of in a way a disgusting topic. That we have to, as human beings, kill other human beings, because obviously, as Jesse said,
death penalty too. Go on though.
That's a different subject, but
keep going.
But yeah, like you said, there's always, if somebody was raped, there is the day after pill, the morning after pill or whatever, and I don't know if I totally agree with birth control in a way. I mean, that is a form of birth control, but the actual pill that people take, like daily or whatever, because it fucks with a girl's menstrual cycle, fucking with her hormones, making girls crazy like they are today.
Makes them gain weight.
Makes them gain weight. That's just un-American.
No, actually.
See, I'm gonna.
It is American.
If you mind if I interject, I would support birth control just because, that's that individual's choice to have birth control, and a lot of people would like to come and throw in the whole my thing on abortion that the women should have the choice of, that's another thing about abortion, that the women should have the choice of their body. Well, what I don't like is that we don't take in consideration of the fetus, and because I believe that as soon as there's a heartbeat going on, then that we've got a.
What the fuck is this?
Don't touch melting plastic.
This is supposed to be our political advisory show.
Yeah. This is
all it is.
Political talk
all
show.
It's gonna be.
Scary.
All it's gonna be is audio, those.
No, I want video.
You want video? I'll add in some video clips.
All right.
Well,
Jesse, death penalty.
You have to show me the final production.
I'll send it to you.
Death penalty. I'm against it. I don't like the idea of,
What about our prisons being overpopulated and shit like that?
That's because
I realize
drugs are
petty
illegal.
crimes and shit like that.
Not entirely, because drugs are illegal, but...
Yeah, it's not all because of drugs. Like,
You want to know how many people?
I mean, I'm sure there's quite a few,
Oh,
but
right.
it's not...
in
But
there.
what about all those people that,
Oh my god. What is
kill a
that
bunch of people
noise?
and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
They
you
can't say
know,
that's all influence.
dollar
but
to donuts that a majority of the people in prison are there for drug-related
Or
crimes.
petty crimes, like, it's bullshit.
So you're saying they're there
Don't breathe that in.
for donuts?
Well, I am, but
It's a. You
It
know,
smells like a
thing.
candle.
No,
Is that gonna
but
come off the table?
probably not.
It will.
You know.
It's
as
plastic.
far as death penalty goes, I'm not a violent person. I don't like the idea of killing someone.
All right, say that to the people.
You should
that
let 'em
have their
rot.
family dead. Oh, you know.
Okay,
Butchered.
well, like Gandhi
hates
said, an
animals.
eye for an eye leaves everyone blind. I mean,
You can't just say that to some screaming.
We're asking my
wife
personal
about
beliefs,
her
though.
family that got killed. Though.
we're asking my personal beliefs.
But what would you say to that wife? Is what I'm saying. All her family got butchered. Her 3-year-old son, her 7-year-old daughter, her husband. What would you say to her?
It's hard, you know, I can not blame you for not being able to seek forgiveness, but at the bottom line, you know, we've got to be forgiving.
But again, though,
But yeah, I'm
and
not.
You're,
And
you're gonna say, what is this gonna solve? You know.
Lighter.
But it'll solve that he can never do that again. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm for the death penalty. I'm just saying, what would you say to this
Yeah,
person?
but if
she's
they're
gonna
in-
bring a lot at you more than what you're gonna give it to her. It sounds
I
like.
know everyone's got different opinions, but if they're in prison for the rest of their life, honestly,
That would suck. Yeah.
that would
but-
be worse. If you're in like a
Or
solitude for
that
20.
just gives them, you know.
Bro.
I was gonna eat that.
You should probably stop.
But as
lighting
far
your
as
finger
politics-
on fire if you don't want.
But as far as my political beliefs go, I wouldn't, you know, I would leave that up to the states to decide because
Came off.
really.
Just
So
ain't
kinda
shit, and they ain't
So yeah, you got my little brief thing on the death penalty, Dylan.
We need
And this is how you get rid of a body.
what? Immigration.
Immigration, man. And we like get little tidbits of anything. We don't have to like redo this, but
And I quote,
immigration.
"Those damn dirty Mexicans," unquote. That's not me saying.
That's Jesse.
Oh shit.
That's the Republicans.
Don't say that. It's putting words in his mouth.
Republicans.
See, Republicrats and Demopublicans. That's all it is. It's all a fraud. Trying to make you think that you got two sides. It's just it's a divide and conquer technique, dude. You don't really have much of a choice in politics, but immigration,
Immigration.
legal immigration, that is good. We were founded on immigration, so
We
it's
were,
kind
we were.
of it's hard
And then we
to.
drove the natives out.
Okay, what do you think of Obama's recent deal
Ooh, I like that. I like
where
that.
he, what did he do?
It depends.
He allowed. I forgot.
Okay, he's doing something along the lines.
like allow amnesty for. I think
Illegal immigrant. Well,
It was
people without papers or over the age of 18 who have been here for so many years. There's a defined line. I don't remember what it was. Who have a high school diploma and hold a job. Those people will automatically become citizens. That's what his new deal that just passed.
Well-
what do you think about that?
What about? Is it kind of a gray area where he'll, you know, what if the kid's 16? He's about, you know, close to.
Yeah,
doing
there's
stuff.
just. God, and that's
Some
just what the
variables.
lamestream media lets you hear. There's just so much. No, that can't be good. That's just not. No, that's just not right. How many other immigrants had to pass tests and whatnot just to, you know, no.
But
that-
see, but
Just
at
to
least
grant them
that's That's a
citizenship.
portion of granting their citizenship.
But that's
But, I mean, it's either he did that or he did nothing, though, is the way I think. I mean, at least he granted that portion.
But
of
that's
the
just
immigrants.
promoting the crime.
You're vague.
Oh, so you're against illegal immigration?
Yeah, you shouldn't
Oh,
be
well,
able to
I
just.
didn't know if you were or not. You just.
What if it was you and you were poor and you needed
Joel,
food
don't
for
get
your
personal
family?
with it.
You
Well,
come in and try to
Well, but
become
the
a
thing
legal
is,
citizen.
You have to get personal with shit because that's the type of thing the president will deal with. All the little.
No, I said you become a citizen. You do. I mean, because we have to be a nation with laws, obviously, but see, all these illegal immigrants, they
Do you not agree with what he did in order to make those people citizens?
to grant them amnesty. I mean,
Thank God.
to a certain extent, it seems, like on paper, it sounds like a good idea, but it's just gonna, desensitize us to, those kind, like you said, the illegal immigrants that fit that criteria. Then the criteria is gonna lower until they just grant amnesty to all illegal immigrants. It's kind of my personal belief on it.
Your view
You're
on
using a slippery slope theory.
Can we burn something else?
You're getting your hands wet, Jesse. You're getting your hands wet.
What do you mean?
You're
Take it out of the blood.
Right?
Take it out of the blood.
Get your hand out of the cookie jar.